Tuesday morning, my first run back after doing the trail marathon on Sunday. So I had yesterday off just to give myself a bit of a rest and my legs time to recover. So today's run is really nice and easy, nice and steady recovery run. The legs are still sore, especially down the front of the quads. Sort of every step you take you can feel a little bit of soreness down the front, but that was to be expected really after a hard run on Sunday. So as I say, this run is all about recovery, just taking it easy. First run back. So I'm 3 miles in now to my recovery run, and a recovery run for me is just being kind to yourself when you're running. So take it at a nice, easy, steady pace, easy terrain, so just hit the pavements and then just try and choose a surface or a course which is flat as possible, and you just want to go at a nice, comfortable, easy pace just to get the blood flowing around your legs again. And as I say, just be kind to your body and your legs and just get back into it again. And that's how recovery works for me. It was now Friday, and having had 2 days rest, my legs were feeling back to normal, so I headed out for a morning run down along the canal. Good morning, Saturday morning. I've literally just rolled out of bed into my running kit and out for my morning run. It's been cracking weather, but it's still pretty chilly in the morning, so I'm running with gloves. Hate having cold hands, so even if it's the first part of an early morning run in the summer where it's a little bit chilly, always stick the gloves on, just because if you're uncomfortable having cold hands, even though it might look a bit silly running around with t-shirt, shorts, wearing gloves, but hey, who wants to run feeling uncomfortable? So it might look a bit strange, but to be fair, at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, there's no one else around to really see it, so who cares? Just over 8 miles in now I wanted to get 12 in today, but I literally just run out of time. I'm working this weekend because of the royal wedding, so I don't have the luxury of not have anything to get back for today, so probably going to get cut short about 10 miles. However, I've got a busy day ahead of me on my feet all day, so I'll probably make up those 2 miles and more wandering around, so it's all good. Run done, 10.5 miles. Now I'm off to work. So good morning, it's Sunday morning and I'm out for my long run. Headed out the door just before 5 AM. Just a mile in now, so I'm going to try and get in some trails. Hopefully see a nice sunrise at the beginning of the run. But generally again, just take it easy. Get those miles in. Get that time on feet in and enjoy my morning run. So as you can see, just left the pavements and the road to hit the trails. And this is where I definitely prefer to be. So I work my way to the top of the hill, and it always amazes me that within literally 30 seconds, 40 seconds of going along the tarmac, along the pavements with lorries going past you, you can be up somewhere as beautiful as this. You can see in the background, the sun's just coming up. Feels like in the middle of nowhere with no one else. You see the mist has just gathered in the valley down the bottom. Literally you feel like you are on top of the world. It's a great place to be. Oh, and that's why I like trail running over road running. It's not for everyone, I get that, but moments like this, and the sun's just popping up above the woods, you've got a beautiful view. Peace and quiet apart from the birds. Hey, trail running rocks. Four and a half miles in now. Just hiking up this hill. The long grass is really wet with loads of dew on it, so my feet are now soaking wet. Nice way to start the run, but hey ho, probably keep me cool later on when the sun comes up and it gets a bit of strength in it. But hopefully I'll be home before it gets too hot. It looks like it's going to be another cracker of a day, up into the 20s again, so that's why I'm getting this long run done now before it gets too hot, and also I can enjoy the sun on this Sunday with the family, barbecue and all those cool things. Right, top of the hill, let's get going. It says public footpath this way, but there's no real signs of a path. One option is a car full of fields, one option is a field, another option is a field. Oh dear, I think I'm lost. I decided to head back onto the road and just head uphill, then I can get a bit of a point of where I am and get my bearings. So just up a good old hill. 52 minutes in, food time, banana and fudge flapjack. Right, nearly at the top. Oh, I can see a sign for a footpath. Maybe onto a winner. Just into a wooded area now. Just gone over 8 miles. I've never been down this bit, so just keeping my wits about me so I don't go off the track and get too lost. Nearly 9.5 miles, hour and 35 minutes. Quite a rings time. Oh. Although it's basically crumbs now because they've all mushed together in my hydration pack bag. Party ring is a party ring, whether it's in 10 bits or in 1 bit, it still tastes good. We're 13 miles in now. Another hill. It's getting to be a bit of a habit walking up these hills. I've just got to a bit where I'm just going to do loads of loops just to get some good incline in and keep on the trails rather than disappearing onto the pavements. So that's the plan for the next sort of hour and a half. It's just almost to do continual loops around this little bit. I can take different little paths across the fields, little tracks and stuff, but generally that's where I'm going to stay for the next hour and a half, just to get my time on feet, my miles in, and see where we go from there. Right, top of that hill, let's get running. Just over 18.5 miles in now, and this little loop I'm doing is becoming a bit repetitive and a little bit boring, although the scenery is beautiful and it's a wonderful day. I'm just conscious of last week's race where my hamstrings started to cramp up a little bit. I don't think it was sort of lack of salt, because I'd been really good with my electrolytes the day before, the morning of the race, and within my hydration pack during the race. I know it was hot, but I think I probably got enough salts on board. But maybe it was down to not getting enough elevation in within my training runs. And I've got some hilly races stroke training runs coming up, so I just want to make sure I'm getting enough elevation in my long runs over the weekends, because the North Downs Way 100 is one hell of a hilly race, and if I'm doing 100 miles with loads of hills, my legs need to be nice and prepped for it. So this is where getting these climbs in will hopefully do me the world of good for that big race coming up, and all the other sort of training and races which I've got as well, which have got some good hills in them. I've got man versus horse in the Welsh hills, and there'll be loads of hills in that one. Endure 24, where although it's a 5 mile loop, there's Heartbreak Hill within that, so I'll be doing that a good few times. Hampshire Hoppit, which is ridiculously hilly, and I'm doing the North Downs Way Marathon as well. So they're just hill after hill after hill coming up in the next couple of months, getting me ready for the 100 mile race. So getting these hills now is definitely going to be beneficial. Harden the old legs up, get ready for those hills coming over these summer months. So this is one of these hills which I'm hiking up, get some strength into these legs so I'm not going to suffer later on. That's the idea anyway. Oh. Well, that's me pretty much done now. 23 miles done, just running around the playing fields. I've got a mile to go to get myself home. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see some more as I head towards some exciting races and that 100-mile race in August, then please do subscribe. So until next time, happy running.